content. I'm happy. Let's go. No, maybe I need to work on delivery. Amazing. Oh, yay, hands in my face. Nothing. Face, yeah. My shoulders is where I'm going to try to be comfortable. Cook, let him cook. So I was already looking at myself. Welcome to the Melissa Gaines podcast, where we're going to be going over a lovely topic for Valentine's Day. And it's love versus lust. Because in our generation, do we know the difference? I'm not exactly sure. But we're going to get into it. Okay? And honestly, I love a disagreement. Let me know if you disagree with me in the comments. Let me know if you agree with me. All right? So what is love? What is love? Sorry, if you watched Empire, you get it. Love is steady. Love is secure. Love can follow you till the ends of the earth, okay? Love is gonna be with you during your highs, your lows. Nothing about it is impulsive. It's steady. Now, lust. Lust is a completely different thing in itself. Don't get confused between love and lust, because lust is in the moment. Lust, okay, will have you feeling like you might love them right now for 2 minutes, but that's not forever, because it's all based off of things you can't confirm other than their physical attraction. Because you can see that with your eyes. But you know, it's like, oh my God, they seem like such a great person. Oh my God, they're so cute. Oh my God, they might be a good father to my kids. But will they? Love makes a good father. Lust doesn't. I'm going to just say that. All right. That being said, I'm going to reiterate again for anybody who lost it, just in case. Just in case. Lust is in the moment. It's quick. It's impulsive. You're there. You see them. You want to act on it. You know, it's instant gratification. Love is something that takes a little bit longer to burn. It's slower. It's intentional. It makes you feel special in a way that knows you're special, because love is based off of, I don't know. It's just something that, like, when you're thinking about it and when you feel it and when you consider those behaviors, they're consistent. You're questioning it less because you feel secure in those actions. With lust, you have to question it. So let's not question it. And let's question some of these scenarios. At the end of each scenario, we're going to classify them as love versus lust. So first, I'm going to read it verbatim, and then after that, I'm going to go through my thoughts. Scenario 1, the person you can trust but don't crave. So, what is the criteria? You feel safe around them, you trust them, but you don't fantasize about them. Is that lust? Is that love? Do I have to read that again? Okay, so let's go. You feel safe. You feel safe with them. You trust them with your life. Okay? I trust my friends with my life. I do love most of my friends. I got like 5 friends. We can count them on all fingers. Not really. but you have... You feel safe with them. You trust your life with them. But you don't fantasize about them. I guess that's okay. That's not love. I think that's a friend you met down the street. Like, maybe that's someone you just met, but that's actually not anything special. It's not love. It's not lust. You're not thinking about them during the day. They don't got you caught up. It just is what it is. It might have been a special flirtatious interaction, but baby girl or baby boy, you know how men are. Not baby boy, I guess. Guy. I'm laughing. But I'm like, well, then maybe it was just nothing and you're overthinking it. Hey, don't shoot the messenger. That's all I'm saying. Like, don't shoot the messenger. it seems like there's nothing real going on there. Because we're going one more time. One more time. I got a new iPhone 17. One more time while I look at this phone. You feel safe around them, but you don't trust them. You're contradicting yourself. What are you talking about? How can you feel safe around someone you don't trust? Like, that's all I'm going to say. Listen, get out of there. Listen to that friend group that told you to leave him or leave her, and keep it pushing. Focus on your life goals. Be happy with yourself. Okay, that's all I got for you. We got the next one. Okay, what's the next one? The next one is the passionate partner who can't commit. Intense attraction, deep conversation, and emotional connection. Oh, hold on. To the left. Beyonce had it right. You gotta kick him to the left. Like, leave. If okay, I don't care what's happening in your life. If you're ready to commit, listen to me. I'm about to talk to y'all in Creole. I'm so Haitian. I'm like, if you're ready to commit and they're not, then it must not be meant to be. Y'all need to find a way to get on the same place. Because if you messing with Stephanie and Lucy and Becky and I'm just messing with you because you can't commit, that's a problem. You gotta go. You absolutely have to go. And I hope that anybody hearing me in this position realizes they gotta go. To the left. You know what I'm saying? Play some Beyonce. She will lift your spirits. That's my girl. Okay. I don't even have much to say on that one. Because what do you mean they don't want to commit to you and you want to commit to them? That just, the math isn't mathing. The math, if 1 + 1 = 2, like, I don't know what you're getting. Okay, that's all. That's it. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. If they refuse to commit, they're not for you. And it must be a very lustful situation because they're not there for your personality. Because why don't they want to spend all day with you? That's all I'm going to say. Hey, don't shoot the messenger. That's all I got. That might hit hard for some people. We're going on to scenario 3. Are y'all ready? I don't know if I'm ready. Okay, we're going to get ready. When lust feels like home. Y'all can't see me crossing my legs. I'm crossing my legs right now. Okay. The relationship toxic. Ooh. Actually, like it if you ever been in a toxic relationship. That mean everybody. Maybe I'm projecting. Okay, the relationship is toxic. The attraction is magnetic. That's lust. Ain't nothing there make me feel steady or safe in those 2 sentences. There was nothing that said I'm here for a long-term relationship. Nothing at all. It was magnetic and it was based off of attraction. So get through the weeds, okay? Pull them out and realize there's nothing there. I say that because I used to be a gardener once upon a time. I might not have been amazingly successful, but I learned a couple things. You got to pull out them weeds so your crop can prosper. If all you're basing your relationship off of is attraction and magnetic energy, I'll ask you how your relationship is doing in 2 years. Because it can start off like that. Relationships start off like that, but they don't stay like that. And this is for Valentine's Day. So we're not talking about those relationships when you met somebody in the cafeteria or you met somebody in the club and you're trying to have a great time, or you met somebody at the coffee shop. No, we're trying to pass magnetism. We're trying to pass attraction. We're trying to find soulmates, life partners. And if that's all that you're feeling, baby girl, you gotta go. But hey, I won't clown you if you have a little fun first. That's all I got. You gotta, like, sometimes it takes a second to figure it out, but if it doesn't evolve past magnetism and attraction, then it's not for you. And that's hard, because magnetism, it'll suck you in just like the magnets do. But you gotta walk away and know the difference. All right, we're going into our next one. Okay? Are you ready for our next one? I'm ready for our next one. So I'm gonna start. Whew! It's titled The One You Lost Attraction To. So we on the opposite end, y'all. We just went from everything like, oh damn, they're great, they look great, they're treating me right now, like I'm attracted to them. Okay, I haven't read it. Let's get into it. Hold on. They check all the boxes, but they're not what you imagined. Oof. Dare I say they didn't check all the boxes. The boxes, I'm assuming, are your relationship criteria. Like, they're checking all the boxes that you want them to check. They're not checking all the boxes that you need them to check. Because in reality, like, let me tell you something. When you feel something, and you know, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, because my sisters had me inside for most of my life. But, like, are they checking the boxes that publicly, those are the boxes you want checked? Are they checking the boxes? Are they checking the boxes for yourself? Because, like, checking the boxes with society is like, oh great, he opens the door for me. He like, oh my God, he pays the bills. Oh my God, like, he's secure, he's steady. Maybe he goes to the gym. I don't know what your lifestyle is like. Versus like, oh crap, I'm crying and he can help me. Does he check that box? Because those are the boxes. Those are the boxes that I'm trying to check. I'm not trying to check the, like, of course, I'm notating. I'm like, oh, okay, so he did check the box of, oh, he's gonna spoil me because, you know, I was raised to be spoiled. But is he checking the box of being for you there emotionally? And I think that's where the real question lies. Because you wouldn't be questioning these boxes if you felt secure in that. I might be rambling on a little bit at my sister off camera. What's the next one? We're gonna go to the next one. All right. The person who meets your needs but not your fantasy. Okay, so this might be love. Okay, based off of that title, this might be love. Because your fantasy and sometimes what you love don't always coexist. And that sucks, except for when you're in your fantasy. Supposedly. I'll go stop being shady. So, you broke up for valid reasons, but the physical pull never left. And that's when you run. If I could run on this camera, if I had the space to show you how you run, you take off the heels and you skedaddle, you skeet, you leave, you run, and you go as far and as fast as you can. You run, you run, you run, you run, you run, you run, till logic creeps back in your head and you're like, oh, okay, oh shoot, that was crazy. Because right now, you're telling me it's only physical attraction. Ain't nobody got to tell you that's lust. You know that's lust. Why you coming to me? That's lust. Like, stop playing with me. Like, actually, it is just lust. Physical attraction is the only thing that's keeping you there. We gotta go to the left, because to the left is where your freedom lie. You better find someone who can do something more than physical attraction. I'm not even gonna spend much time on that one. Okay, the ex you still want. Now, baby girl, if he your ex, baby boy, because everybody a baby on this channel. If you left them for a reason, and you better remember that. That's my stance on life. If you leave for a reason. People forget why they leave. People can change for short periods of time and make you feel like they're different. But give them 6 months. Okay? And tell me if that's the same. Okay. You left them for a reason. I'm not even talking on that. Because something in your spirit. Unless it was your friends telling you, well, then maybe you still there because you're still there, but they're not because they're trying to help you. But other than that, you gotta go. Next one. They say the right things, do the bare minimum to the left. If you say the right things, but you only do the bare minimums, you are praying. You're praying on what I need. You're actually praying on what I need. Because you're trying to give me everything I want, but no matter what, you can't. Because it doesn't match up. You also have to go. For Valentine's Day, I have to bring it up. Because this is for Valentine. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. I hope y'all are in happy relationships. But if any of these red flags are reaching out, I say question it. I don't know. I ain't nobody therapist, but I think I also have some valid points. So you should at least think about them. Lord. Say the right things, but do the right. How you say the right things, but do the wrong things? Let's have a moment of laughter. Oh my goodness. You say the right things, but don't do the right things. It's crazy to me. Yo, get. Okay, I don't know. I think my laughter says enough. I don't know, man. Every relationship is an accumulation of what you will allow. So remember that. I don't care what I say on this video. I don't care if I'm right or if I'm wrong for your relationship. But I'm just saying we should consider what we allow. That's all I'm saying. Okay. We scrolling down. You feel desired but not chosen. They hype your looks, your body, your vibe, but they don't invest in your life. Leave them. I don't know, maybe. Actually, I'm taking that back. Maybe it's because it's Valentine's Day. I'm taking that back. That's not accurate. Okay? Because they trying. From what I can read, they trying. They hype your looks. They hype your looks, they hype your body, they hype your vibe. The vibe is what I'm going with. But they don't invest in your life. I think it really depends on the type of relationship you want. Do you want to be taken care of, or are you okay with going 50-50? Because in reality, in this day and age, that is something that we have to address. Some women are okay with going 50-50. Do you want to be taken care of, or are you okay with splitting it? And so I'm not going to comment on that one, actually. I want to, because I know what my preferences are. But I want to hear what your preferences are. I like to be taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Like, personally, if I'm in a relationship, I'm a princess. It's how my dad made me. But not all people have to be that way. And I'm not going to judge you for being okay with going 50-50. That's just not cut out for everybody. I want everybody to do what makes them happy for everybody. That don't make me happy. I'm not sleeping on you if 50-50 make you happy. You feel me? Just be happy. We got one more. We got one more. I miss you, but no effort. He don't miss you. Look at me. He don't miss you. He do not miss you. I ain't never met nobody, female or male, who said they miss you and don't put effort in. That's the I miss you, so you be quiet. Don't be quiet. Go outside. That's all I'm going to say. Like, that's all I'm going to say. Because he don't miss you. What do you mean he miss you, he don't see you? Why he miss you? I don't miss my man. I see my man. Like, I'm gonna call him later. But I don't know. Find someone who cares enough to show up for you. Like, if you just miss him because he at work, cool. If you just miss him because he busy, cool. If you miss him all of the time, to the left. Because that man should be sending you text messages. That man should be letting you know that you care about him. And you know what? I will say I might be a little spoiled in my point of views. And if y'all want to try to ground me with today's thoughts, y'all can for sure do that. But I'm going to tell you one thing. If I'm like, the lack of communication, it will never work for me. What you mean I miss you? Where you at? Like, I'm not. No, what are you doing? But hey, everybody got their preference and their relaxed circumstances, you know. That being said, we're going to get into my favorite part of the video, which is story time! Because it's story time! Okay, I chose 3 Reddit stories for us to go through today. And yes, we will be commenting on them. And you know, I think that's going to be great. I want feedback on everything. So, for our first story time, the best part of the video, but also all the video is the best part. But this part is my favorite. I'm just saying. We're going to do some Reddit stories. And we have a voice. Her name is Stephanie. I'm down to change her voice. My sisters, they have no good recommendations, so I'm actually relying on you new people, on my new family. Please. What should we name Stephanie? Reba? Angela? I don't think Angela goes, but like, you know, you see what I'm saying? I'm throwing out bad names. Give me a good name. So, we have some stories. The first one is how to distinguish love and lust in a world of situationships. Now, I'm not being subtle at all. I'm not being subtle in the slightest. This is the topic of our video, and I do want to make sure we discuss it. We've talked about, like, different scenarios, You know, a lot of them were lustful. And that's what popped up, y'all. A lot of them were lustful. But, like, let's get into the stories. So, story 1.
Hi all. My boyfriend, 24 male, and I, 24 female, have been dating for almost 5 months now and have been seeing each other for the past 8-9 months. And quite honestly, I have nothing to complain about in our relationship. Mm-hmm. We met as strangers in a restaurant. One of my favorite parts about us in a world of online dating, and have been obsessed with each other ever since we first saw each other. We both share similar experiences from childhood till date, which have shaped us to be the individuals we are today, and hence understand each other very well. So well that often we end up saying what the other person is thinking out loud, or even end up texting each other at the same time after gaps of hours in previous texts. We both have been in several relationships before, but this one hit us both differently. We even tick all the love languages, physical touch, acts of service, giving, receiving gifts, words of affirmation, and quality time. Physical touch is the
I had to hit pause because you know how impossible it is. You know how hard it is to fill up all the love languages? I'm questioning if you were deprived. We're going to continue.
strongest way for us to show each other how much we love each other. And with that comes this immense urge to bang each other's brains out. We both have pretty high sex drives and make it a point to take some time out to get intimate at least once in every couple days, if not every day. We both have pretty hectic jobs, yet we manage to make time for us. I can go on and on about how perfect everything is, and I absolutely love it, but it feels surreal at times how good things are. I get scared that this is just the honeymoon phase, and we may end up growing out of it. I would really like to end up with this man, and hence this is an ask of advice from couples who've stayed together for years and still have the honeymoon phase ongoing. Should I be scared?
Should you be scared? Now first, let's debunk some things. I have not been in a long-term relationship as long as my sis is over there. Now, that being said, I think maybe there's a little trauma going on there. Okay, my thing is, if there's a reason for, like, if there's a, like, there's, like, I couldn't, was there a reason? Hold on, let me ask off camera. Was there a reason? Did y'all hear her a reason? Y'all can respond vocally.
My question was like, how does she know she's perceiving the relationship the same?
Jessica, because point of view matters. No, because point of view matters.
Exactly.
It's how she took it in. So we gotta blame it on him. Because we gotta be on her side. We gotta be on her side because it's her Reddit post.
It's always two perspectives in the relationship.
I'm on the side of the Reddit post.
You gentlemen and you women. So finish on the two. I must be crazy. You gotta finish on the two perspectives. And you address the men. You already addressed the men in your content previously. You addressed the woman, so now you still gotta address the men. She's speaking from a woman's perspective.
A happy life equals a happy wife.
These women have got to live for these women, alright? Okay,
you know what? You be quiet.
Tatiana, what are your thoughts?
I say screw the man.
I don't think that works.
That doesn't work.
I don't think that works. Like, I believe in happy wife, but you also can't have a disgruntled husband. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta.
They know what they're signing up for. Trust me.
I don't know. I think we're losing it. I think we're doing that thing that we do. We've lost it again. I'm gonna say this. If you're happy in your relationship and there's no problems, don't look for none. The issue is sometimes, and I love women, we can look for problems because also it's our job to fix problems. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, don't look for no problems in your relationship that you don't want. Unless it's cheating. Then you look for them and you find them. And you get them. Okay? Don't let them play you for no fool. But other than that, like, don't look for no problems you don't want. Like, oh, he didn't clean out the garage. Don't look in the garage for like a day or two. Give him a week. Then look in the garage. It might be done. Like, save yourself an argument. You feel me? But, like, if there's nothing wrong, if you're actively trying to find something wrong in your relationship, either you're not happy in that relationship or it's not for you. Either way, you gotta go and find someone who can fulfill you in a way where you're not looking for a way out. Stop looking for a way out and be present with the partner that you have. Period. Come on, no bars. Melissa Gaines advice. All right, so am I the a-hole for using a tracking tool, keeping up with things with my situationship? Keeping up with the things my situationship cared about. I had to fix that. Let's listen.
I'm genuinely confused about this one and could use outside perspective. Have been seeing this girl for a few months. Not official, not exclusive. Very much a situationship. We talk a lot, hang out, sleep together, all that, but no labels per se. She's the kind of person who's really into specific things. Certain artists, niche topics, random internet stuff she gets excited about. She talks fast and jumps between interests, and I'll be honest, I'm not always great at remembering every detail in the moment. So here's the part that blew things up. For work, I made a tool for web monitoring and tracking just public data. At some point, it clicked that I could do the same for personal stuff. I set it up so I'd see updates when things she cared about popped up. New music releases, certain topics trending, things like that. I basically set up an entire social feed for specific keywords and websites just for her. Quite frankly, I thought I was a genius.
That's so sweet.
The result was actually great. I bring stuff up naturally, ask about it, surprise her with tickets once after I found out one of her favorite bands announced a tour date near us. Check in at the right time. She even commented a few times on how attentive I was and how it felt like I really got her. Fast forward to last week. We're talking, the topic comes up, and I casually mention that I track certain things so I don't miss them. I never really intended to hide this. I thought she would be over the moon because I cared enough to do something like this. That's far from what happened, though. She went completely cold. She said it was weird and creepy and that it didn't count as being thoughtful if I wasn't doing it on my own. She said it felt like cheating, like I outsourced caring. Her exact words were that I turned her interest into a system. I tried to explain that it wasn't spying, I wasn't reading her messages or stalking her. It was literally just reminders about things she openly talks about all the time. To me, it felt no different than writing notes or setting calendar reminders. I was just being far more proactive about it. She said that if I needed a tool to remember and track her interests, then it wasn't genuine. Now she's pulled back and says she needs space because it made her rethink things. From my side, I was just trying to show up better. I didn't lie, I didn't manipulate anything, and the outcome was positive until she knew how I did it. I don't misunderstand where she's coming from, though. I get everyone has preferences. I just don't think it's something to go completely cold over. Am I the a-hole? Is it fair for her to feel like it doesn't count once it wasn't purely from memory?
Well, no. Let me tell you something. I already have thoughts on this one. And let me tell you this. If a person's going to take a time to develop an algorithm on a social media page to be specifically devoted to your interest, I would feel special. Because, think about it. They created you also have to not only think about that, but you also have to think about the algorithm. They have to trick the algorithm to only like things that you like on a specific account off of their social media platform that they would also have to maintain. Like, I'm okay. I'm kind of flattered. Like, if I find out about it, I don't know how, I'm like, that's a little unique, you know? But I'm like, also, like he said, it's nothing super personal. It's just social media. It's just like bands and music and artists and like things that she likes. I'm like, okay, you're trying to keep up with me. I can't keep up with the people right now. The stuff that they like. I don't know what's on my Sisters For You page. I don't know what's on my other Sisters For You page. So the fact that he created a For You page specifically dedicated to her interest so that he could keep up with it, that's a husband, Savannah. Because let me tell you something. It might be easy to remember in the beginning.
It could be a stalker.
It could be a stalker. But it's like, in the beginning, it's easy to remember when you're infatuated, when you're all lustful for each other. But in time, it will fade. And that page might save you on a bad day when he's like, oh, hey, I don't know. This artist is coming out and we could go to the concert. Like, let him have it. That's the way that he knows how to support you. We need to normalize supporting people the way they support us. Let's get into the next one. Because, honestly, I think that one's self-explanatory. I'm not being mad at you. You made it for me. As long as you're not a stalker, as long as it's not stalker vibes. No stalker vibes. As long as it's not stalker vibes, I'm with it. I would love that. I would love to see that someone cared enough. Okay? Let's get into our last story. We're almost done, y'all. And I hope y'all had so much fun listening to this because I'm having a great time. Okay, and for our last Reddit story, we're going to get a little dark. I think we kept it a little light, but we're not afraid to turn the lights off, if you will. Okay. So for our next Reddit story, it's absolutely overthinking every little aspect in my relationship. I'm happy when we are together with some overthinking, but when I'm alone, it's maximum overthinking to where I drive myself crazy. Let's hear what Stephanie has to say.
That came with a lot of baggage and unfortunately left me with some PTSD about how I am treated and how I act. I do not want to go back into bad habits or allow anything bad to happen that I did in my old relationship. I'm currently in a 6-month relationship where I feel as though I love him, but I am also scared to feel that way. My anxiety is telling me I'm supposed to feel a certain grand way if I love someone, and I can't tell if I'm feeling what I'm supposed to feel. I'm also extremely stressed out that I don't know if I'm with the right person. When do I decide if he's the right person or not the one for me? These thoughts drive me absolutely crazy from how hard and long I think about these issues. Any advice, reassurance, or suggestions on what I can do?
This one gonna be short and sweet. Anybody you worried about, you probably shouldn't be around. And that's something that my parents taught me, and that's something that I hope y'all take from me too. If y'all is worried about being around them, they got trouble in their essence, and it's coming. They got trouble? Run! Okay? Like, you're not supposed to be there. Because if you were there, you'd be calm. When I'm around my real friends, when I had real friends, I wasn't worried about what was going to happen. I knew they had me. You don't know who got you. And I think that's what you need to work on. Because, like, and I understand the feeling of being, like, cautious or, like, not wanting to trust anyone after bad experiences. But when people repeatedly show you that you can trust them at some point, it's either you have to decide, do you choose your trauma or do you choose them? And I don't know if you chose your trauma and choosing to believe that life is everybody's the same, or I don't know if you're choosing to believe their actions if they're different, and you can, like, okay, like, it's just me. But that's something you're really gonna have to decide, because, like, I think, like, trauma's specific to each individual. So what are you running from? So you could find out if you're running from them or if you're running towards them. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. We have made it. This is my Valentine's Day video. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little shocked. I wanted it to be all lovey-dovey, but you know what? Turns out I'm just not that kind of person. And it turned out to be a little dark. I think we found a lot of lustful situationships. You hear me? We had, like, a lot of fun stories to give advice on. But ultimately, I think we had a great time. And I will be seeing you for the next episode. Follow me on my social media, Melissa Gaines 1. On Instagram, it's Melissa Gaines 1. Melissa Gaines on basically everything else. And I can't wait to chat with y'all and see y'all next time so we can get into something else. I'm thinking Black History Month. Stay tuned. I was just about to start.
Hi, Melissa's famous.
MG gang. Thing 1 and thing 2. Get to the butt. Get to the butt. You wasted my time being nice. It's not gonna happen. I'm a tense person. Oh, hey, mommy. Hey, mommy. Yeah, you want me to be on 4K so they can't see you acting up so I look like the bad guy. You want me to be the reality. You want me to be the Tamar Braxton of them all. Okay, I see you, Felicia.